Hi children, today we're going to learn about the lowercase alphabets, right? Here you can see that here we have to trace the letters, right? If you go further detail, you would see that it says we have to learn and then we have to trace the lowercase letters, right? Which letters? Lowercase letters. Now, first of all, let me tell you that what is the difference between the lowercase letters and the uppercase letters. Now here you can see a word. Here we see it's a capital and here we see it's a small. Now all the letters that are in the colored boxes, for example, this E and then D and then this F. So all these letters which are in the colored boxes, they are the capital letters or we call them the uppercase letters, right? So all these are called capital letters or the uppercase letters. And then we got this word that is small. Small is basically all those letters that are written in these white boxes. For example, this E, this D, and this the other word for these small letters is also called lowercase letters that is mentioned over here. So here we have to learn and then we have to trace the lowercase letters. So our task is that we have to trace these white boxes letters, right? So which are called small letters or you can also call them lowercase letters. So let's start learning and tracing these lowercase letters. So here you can see that. So in this colored box, we got the capital letter or the uppercase letter, that is the letter E. Capital letter or the uppercase letter, that is the letter E, right? And now we have to trace and learn this small letter or the lowercase letter, that is also E. So this small letter is already traced as an example and we have to trace them for the rest of the sheet. So let's start doing with me. Now let's move towards the second row. Here we can see we got the upper case letter or you can say capital letter, that is the letter D. Here we got D as a capital letter or as an uppercase letter. This capital letter would be converted into the small letter, that is the D, right? So let's start learning that how we can trace these small letters or the lowercase letters. So first of all, we would start from this point and then we would stretch the line till we reach the bottom. Now we would start from this point and then we will make a round curve, would keep moving down till we reach the bottom and now round in to complete the tracing of the lowercase letter, that is the letter D. Now let's move towards the third row and see what we have to trace over here. Here we got E as the capital letter or as the uppercase letter, right? So here we got E as the capital letter or as the uppercase letter. Now this capital letter E is converted into this lowercase or the small letter E. And now we would learn that how we can trace this small letter or the lowercase letter. So start from this point and then make a straight line. Now start from this point and make a round curve and stop here for a second. Now start from this point again and then keep moving down and curve up slightly to complete the tracing of the lowercase letter E. Now let's move towards the next row and see that what we have to trace over there. Now here you can see that here again we got this uppercase or the capital letter D that is converted into the lowercase or the small letter D. So let's start tracing this lowercase or the small letter D. So first of all we would stretch the line from top to bottom. Now we would start from this point and then we would make a round curve and we would keep moving down till we reach the bottom and now curve up slightly to complete the tracing of the lowercase letter D. Now let's move towards the last row and see what we have to trace over here. Here again we have to trace this letter E which we have just studied. This letter E would be converted into the lowercase or the small letter E. So let's start tracing it. So first of all, we would make a straight line, straight horizontal line. Now we would start from this point and then we would make a round curve till we reach this point. Again, start from this point and now curve up slightly to complete the tracing of the lowercase letter e. Now let's move towards the second column, and here again we got this word capital, and all the letters which are in the colored boxes, they are the capital letters or the uppercase letters. Then we got these small letters, and all the white boxes got these small letters or the lowercase letters that we have to learn, and then we have to trace them, right? So here we got this D, which is the capital letter that is converted, or its smaller form is this D, and we need to learn and trace that how we can trace this small letter or the lowercase letter D, right? So let's start doing it. So stretch this line till we reach the bottom. Now start from this point, make a round curve, keep moving. Congratulations, kiddos. We are done with the tracing of this small letter D. Now let's move towards the second row. Here again, we got this letter E, which is the uppercase letter E that is converted into the lowercase letter E. So let's start tracing this lowercase letter E. So first of all, we would make a horizontal line. We would start from this point and then we would make a round curve. Now we would start from this point again till we reach the bottom and now curve up slightly to complete the tracing of the lowercase letter e, right? Now let's move towards the second row. Here we got a different letter that we have not traced yet. That is the letter F. This is the capital letter F and now it is converted into the small letter F. Now let's see that how we can trace this small letter F. Start from this point and keep moving down till we reach the bottom. Now make a horizontal line. Now make a horizontal line to complete the tracing of this lowercase letter F. Now let's move towards the next row. Here again we got this uppercase or the capital letter E that is converted into the small letter E. Now let's learn that how we can trace it. First of all, we would make a horizontal line. That is the step 1. Then we would start from this point and then we would make a round curve till we complete this upper part. Now step 3 is that we would start from this point again where we stopped and now curve up slightly to complete the tracing of the lowercase alphabet E, right? Now let's move towards the last task, and here we again got this letter F, that is the capital letter which is converted into the small letter. So let's start tracing this small letter F. Start from this point and keep moving down till you reach the bottom. Here start from this point and stretch the horizontal line to complete the tracing of the lowercase letter F. So this is what we have to do in this task. So always remember, you have to look at what we have to do. Here we have to learn and then we have to trace the lowercase letter. And you can see very clearly that in all these colored boxes, we got the capital letters. And then after the arrowhead, we got these small letters or the lowercase letters that we have to learn and then we have to trace. Here we got to know about 3 different types of lowercase letters, letter E, letter D, and letter F. So always remember these 3 different types of lowercase letters. So E, D, and F. And keep practicing to make sure that you trace them completely right. Thank you so much, kiddos.